Shalawam. First off, I want to give all glory, highest honor, most pure and most holy praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Baharakakwaдаsh, and double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who teach and rule well, who I learned the 100% truth from. Shalawam to the Akyam out there pushing this truth and sincerity. Let's start with Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. Now this is speaking about the Edomites, the so-called white people, and their head tribe, the Amalekites, the so-called Jewish people. They've been holding us captive, and since they've been holding us captive, they've been slaying us. They've been killing us. They've been treating us wickedly. They've been doing us real dirty, real terribly. So going forward, and they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord. So even those so-called white people, they go to those fake churches that practice paganism and not actual the actual word of the Bible. They don't go out over the actual word or the actual prophecies, because they are the wicked. Going forward, for I am rich, and that's what they are, the riches on the earth. They have the dew of the earth, the fatness of the earth, and their own shepherds pity them not. So since we've been captive under these people, they've been torturing us, killing us, tormenting us, but then they wanna point the finger at somebody else because they do something in their own nation, saying like Iran, because that one woman got killed. They wanna point the finger and act like they're the worst country in the world, or because China, they oppressed the community called the Uyghurs or whatever like that. They want the Edomites over here, Babylon the Great, they want to point the finger at China and say they got the humanitarian problems. But these people, they want to act like they support women across the whole world. But these people have been experimenting on our women and going forward to who they call the father of modern day gynecology. I think his name is James Marion Sims. He used to experiment on our women without anesthesia and killed all of them. All of them. And they praise him to this day. So those people, they're wicked and they're liars, and they slay us and hold themselves not guilty. But then they want to point the finger at everybody else because they are the wicked of this world. Now let's go to Ezekiel chapter 35. And they never stop experimenting on us. They still experiment on us to this day. I don't know what you thought this was. We know that who those people are. We know that they're the wicked. We know that they're evil. They've been killing us, tormenting us, and torturing us since they got us from off the slave ships. Even before while we were on the slave ships. Like one of the brothers brought out one at least one instance where they took one of the babies from one of our women. They took one of their babies and put it in a cage or some type of box or something like that with a cat, and let the cat torture that baby for 4 days until it died, and then made the mother throw the baby over the ship. These Edomites are dirty and wicked. They're just evil. Like they're gonna be clean dissolved with fire. Pursuant to 2 Peter chapter 3. Now let's get Ezekiel chapter 35 verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Baharakakwaдаsh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, meaning since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. But since they haven't hated all the killing that they've done, they haven't hated blood, blood shall pursue them. It says, I think that's Revelation 10, since they want to kill with the sword, they will be killed with the sword. Since they want to lead into captivity, they will be led into captivity. Let's get there real quick. Revelation. Actually, I think that's 13 and 10. Revelation 13 and 10. Salakia. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So that's what it's saying. It says, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So since they wanted to kill with the sword, they must be killed by the sword. Now let's go, and they will be completely rooted out, made desolate. Now let's go to Obadiah. Obadiah 1 and 18. And the house of Jacob, Ya'iqab in the Hebrew, shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame. Now this is speaking of the northern and the southern and the northern tribe of Israel. You so-called blacks, African Americans, Latinos, and Native Americans. Those are the bywords that you're called by today. You are the real Israelites. So going forward, when it's talking about Jacob and Joseph, those are the two kingdoms of Israel. And they will be brought back together pursuant to Ezekiel chapter 37. So let me start from the top, verse 18. And the house of Jacob, Ya'iqab in the Hebrew, shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph, Yawasuk in the Hebrew, a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Baharakakwadash, hath spoken it. And let me just get another one, just to back that up. So there will be no more Edomites, no more white people. All of them are going to be wiped out. Let's go back to Ezekiel 35, because I missed the part. I want to get all of it off the bones, all the meat off the bones. Let me get Ezekiel chapter 35. Let's get the last verse. Let's get the last two verses. Verse 14. Thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Baharukakwadash. When the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate, speaking to Esau. Verse 15, as thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, Yasharallah in the Hebrew, you so-called blacks, Native Americans, African Americans, and Latinos. Because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir. And when it's speaking about mountains, it's speaking about governments. And this mountain is speaking about Edom. And it goes forward and says that. And all Idumea, that's the land of Edom, even all of it, and they shall know that I am Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Baharakakwadash. Now with that, I just want to give a quick edification to the hopeful elect of Israel. I pray that this lesson was edifying, and I want to give all glory, highest honor, most pure and most holy praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Baharakakwadash. And until the next time, Shalom.